Good morning. It is January 9th, 2015 now, and life has been really hard lately because um, my car, yeah, I've been having car problems and, of course, money problems and addiction problems and all of the problems that I have always had, but they seem to be just sort of growing in number and getting a little bit more severe. Um, anyway, I discovered a book. Actually, a client of mine had it and she's loaning it to me, and I think that it would be very good for me to read it. And one of the ways it's helpful for me to read is to actually record my reading. So I'm going to read a little bit of it this morning. And then I'm about to go to work on my bicycle, and it's about 20 degrees outside, and I have no car, which I just mentioned. I'm really not looking forward to this bicycle trip, but you know, what can I do? I'm glad I have the bike. So let me get the book. Okay, it's called Start Where You Are, A Guide to Compassionate Living by Pema Chodron. I'm sure I'm just completely massacring her name, but anyway, this is the book. I'm sure many of you have heard of her. So it says A Guide to Compassionate Living, which of course is always a hook for me, anything with the word compassion in it. I think that might be one of my favorite words. So she offers some tips on how to do that. And I'm going to skip the preface. You know, let's just get right into the meat of the matter here. This is an emergency. Okay, it's called, so I'll just read a little bit of chapter 1. No escape, no problem. We already have everything we need. There is no need for self-improvement. All these trips that we lay on ourselves, the heavy-duty fearing that we're bad and hoping that we're good, the identities that we so dearly cling to, the rage, the jealousy, the addictions of all kinds, never touch our basic wealth, They are like clouds that temporarily block the sun, but all the time our warmth and brilliance are right there. This is who we really are. We are one blink of an eye away from being fully awake. Looking at ourselves this way is very different from our usual habit. From this perspective, you don't need to change. You can feel as wretched as you like. And you're still a good candidate for enlightenment. You can feel like the world's most hopeless basket case, but that feeling is your wealth, not something to be thrown out or improved upon. There's a richness to all that smelly stuff that we so dislike and so little desire. The delightful things that we love so dearly about ourselves, the places in which we feel some sense of pride or inspiration, these are also our wealth. So the good and the bad are our wealth, not just the good. With the practices presented in this book, you can start just where you are. If you're feeling angry, yes, I feel some anger. Where's my hand? I'm raising my hand. Poverty-stricken, definitely. Or depressed, intermittently. Yeah, I would say generally, yeah, pretty depressed. I completely lost my place. Okay. The practices described here were designed for you because they will encourage you to use all the unwanted things in your life as the means for awakening compassion for yourself and others. These practices show us how to accept ourselves, how to relate directly without suffering, how to stop running away from the painful aspects of our lives. They show us how to work open-heartedly with life just as it is. When we hear about compassion, it naturally brings up working with others, caring for others. The reason we're often not there for others, whether for our child, our mother, or someone who is insulting us, or someone who frightens us, is that we're not there for ourselves. There are whole parts of ourselves that are so unwanted that whenever they begin to come up, we run away. Because we escape, we keep missing being right here, being right on the dot. We keep missing the moment we're in. Yet, if we can experience the moment we're in, we discover that it is unique, precious, and completely fresh. It never happens twice. One can appreciate and celebrate each moment. There's nothing more sacred. There's nothing more vast or absolute. In fact, there's nothing more. Only to the degree that we've gotten to know our personal pain, only to the degree that we've related with pain at all, will we be fearless enough, brave enough, and enough of a warrior to begin to feel the pain of others. To that degree, we will be able to take on the pain of others because we will have discovered that their pain and our pain are not different. However, to do this, we need all the help we can get. It is my hope that this book will supply that help. The tools you will be given are 3 very supportive practices. Basic sitting meditation called Shamatha Vipassana meditation, I'm so sorry. The practice of taking in and sending out called Tonglen, and the practice of working with slogans called the 7 points of mind training or Lo Jong. All these practices awaken our trust that the wisdom and compassion that we need are already within us. They help us to know ourselves, our rough parts and our smooth parts, our passion, aggression, ignorance, and wisdom. The reason that people harm other people, the reason that the planet is so polluted and people and animals are not doing well these days, is that individuals don't know or trust or love themselves enough. The technique of sitting meditation called Shamatha Vipassana, which means in Sanskrit tranquility or insight, is like a golden key that helps us to know ourselves. I think I'll stop there and read about this practice maybe tomorrow. Thank you for listening. Have a good day.